What is good, ladies and gents of YouTube, thugs and thugettes? It is V4 Extraction one-site replay reviewage today with TinySpicyTaco. My name is BBK Dragoon, I'll be your host today. Right off the bat, the game begins and you're going to toss 2 nades, and I'm going to tell you why I think it's not that good to do that. If the first nade doesn't hit, you've just wasted the second nade. It's a common habit that a lot of players have, and believe it or not, guess where I heard this tip from? Justin Boss Nasty Silva, the man himself. Despite what you think of him, I think this one tip is really good. Don't throw both nades at the same exact time, in the same exact place. That's important. Don't double toss. Essentially, if the first one misses, you're more than likely not going to hit the second one, especially on a double toss. It's like, one, two, and the time difference between each is not that much. Also, again, double nading right there, Mr. Taco. You basically lose your space controlling agents, which is something you need. And this is a situation you never want to be in. Whiffing that melee right there against a really good player, you're going to die, certainly. But Mr. Taco outguns the boogeyman and ends up winning there. But I'm going to try and hit the pause button here to show you guys these individual situations. A lot of times in the not a lot of times, but the last few replay reviews, a lot of people in the comments have been like, BK, like, you should explain individual situations more and like less about like the mechanics and stuff. So you should like look at every situation and be like, why did he like miss the shot right there? Like, why did he not just shoot him and stuff? Okay, it's not, you don't quite sound like that, but I will talk about it more in a minute. So you miss 2 shots and you fire the third one off as he's already behind the pillar. Try really hard to conserve that ammo. That third shot I know is really easy to pop off, but when you're rocking the sniper, you've got the best weapon on the map right now. This is an interesting situation, but I don't see why your BR is not out right now. You know he's one shot. It's going to be way harder to miss, way harder to hit with the sniper rifle. He ends up getting out of here. You end up dying, losing all the sniper ammo, and the red team doesn't lose a single player. So the way you alleviate that, dude, just when you go down to get him, I'm not going to criticize the map movement choice because I think you maybe could, but I'm not going to. You could have killed him, just pull your BR out. The 1-2 is super important, and I know you know that, Taco. And again, right here in this situation, as soon as you hear your teammate gunfighting with that guy, you should have pushed around the corner because the only reason I think you lose that fight is you weren't expecting the red guy to come and attack you. He was the aggressor. He got the upper hand on you in that situation. For the next little bit, you go on a nice little killing spree as you're controlling the C point here. You say, what's up? You don't get to play on that little elbow, and I'm going to bring you right down. I wasn't trying to be mean to the commenters who keep saying individual situations, talk about them. I just want to explain to you that I really focus on mechanics. Mechanics are map movement, power weapon control, and essentially positioning. That is always going to trump your accuracy. It's always going to trump everything else. And also, you were just shot from the right side. You knew there was a player there a second ago, yet you ran through that same spot, Mr. Taco. So I keep pausing the gameplay in these little strategic points to try and explain these situations. I know I'm going quick, but I have to. A lot of times people just want to sell themselves short, and I don't want you guys to sell yourself short. When you look at your replays, don't only look at the individual gunfights. Yes, you can see why you engaged and why you shouldn't have engaged there, but the mechanics are more important. And what are the mechanics? Oh, by the way, look, I broke the replay system. The replay just automatically shifted to the first-person view of somebody else who wasn't the person who saved the replay. If you don't use the theater a lot, you don't know what a big deal this is. But you never can see the first-person perspective of someone who isn't the person who saved the replay. You can only see third person. But in this replay, it glitched out, and I was able to still... You don't know what a big deal that is. I've looked at so many replays, and that's never happened in the existence of ever. So I don't know what kind of glitch it is, but it's the coolest thing because what that could mean is you could see the first-person perspective of every player in the game. I know it's a little glitchy, and it's like the kill cam. It's like, but it could mean that a spectator system is possible within this engine. I know it. I know it could live in there. Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry, that's a big deal. If you didn't know what just happened, the replay automatically switched to the first-person perspective of another player, the red player on the other team. You can't do that in the theater. In the theater, you can only see the first-person perspective of the player who saved the replay. Okay, of the player who saved the replay. That never happens. Okay. Anyway, I really like this positioning here. You're covering the A bomb site really well. You get one kill. You have to get the second double kill through your teammate's head, which is great. And you're going to continue controlling the space, but you have to realize when the enemy's going to respawn, now is relocate time. Relocate, 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 because the red team isn't going to stand there anymore. If they're a smart player, they're going to flank you like they are right here. And suddenly this fight becomes way harder if you continue to stay in the same place. One of the first videos I ever did on Halo was about sniping, and it's all about moving. After you get a few kills or a few shots, you gotta move, because the sniper, that element of surprise is critical. It is hard to kill people when you're under pressure as the sniper. It is hard to hit shots while somebody's BRing you in the face, okay? But overall, really good play from Mr. Taco. I like this replay a lot. He's got a good sniper, he's got good accuracy, and there's only a few minor things that we're going to be focusing on here. So as the game is getting near the end, I want you to look at the score. It is 4-3. He grabs the Needler, and here at the B bomb site, I want you to look how he controls the space. It's really important to see how he controls the space. Essentially, he's not using his grenades very well. And I'm not saying that to be mean, Taco, but I'm saying think of Extraction a lot like King of the Hill. If you can save your nades until you know exactly when they are in the hill, you're going to be doing so much more pressure, so much more space control. The grenades are monstrous. If you know the red team is down right, ooh, that guy's got the sniper. If you know the red team is right over that extraction site, then you can strategically be patient with those nades, but place them at their feet and at least get them weak, if not kill them. As I was saying a little bit earlier, I'm not trying to be mean to the people who comment. Don't sell yourself short. I want you to prioritize mechanics, map movement, power weapon control, and positioning over the individual gunfights. Always. Mechanics come first. The individual gunfights will fall into place if you have good knowledge of good strategic positioning. I think it's a lot easier for people to look at their own replays and be like, well, I lost this fight because I missed a shot, or I lost this fight because, I don't know, but next time I won't lose that fight. You can't say that with accuracy, and it's not replicatable. You can't replicate those results over and over, whereas the mechanics, you can replicate over and over. Nice kill here up on the guy on top. That was great prioritization there. Getting the clutch save here at the 4-4 point, and he converts the beacon, which is really awesome. So in wrapping up, I guess I'll talk about the bullet points at the end, but Taco controls space really nicely. I think that he could use a little bit of positional switching. As far as that, I'll talk about in the bullet points. But at the very end of the gameplay, I want to show you something here with the bolt shot. Consider the bolt shot like a sniper rifle, and you don't want to jump out and be the aggressor with the bolt shot. He should have stayed behind the pillar, let the guy run towards him, and run into your gat splat bat the bolt shot. It's so hard. Like, think of it like a shotgun. If you're going to jump out and try and hit somebody with the shotgun, you have to hit that first shot perfect, otherwise you're going to die. That's essentially how it is. You want them to walk into the shotgun unaware. Great completion, good victory. I'll see you in the bullet points. Right on, Mr. Taco. So the first thing I want to point out is when you get a sniper kill, please relocate. You really want to make, it doesn't have to be a single kill, it could be multiple kills, but I just want to stress to you, if you are in gunfights with people with BRs and you have the sniper, you have to be an exceptionally accurate and strong player to win those fights. It has nothing to do with, oh, well, I'm terrible because I can't outshoot somebody who's got a BR while I have a sniper. It's hard to do that. So after a few kills and after you've controlled that lane of over A, I'm thinking of the specific situation like 2 minutes ago, try and relocate to one of the elbows, or just relocate enough to where the red team can't find you instantly off respawn again. Number 2, try to not double throw nades, and try to use your nades a little bit more efficiently. And by this, I mean think of Extraction like King of the Hill. King of the Hill is the playlist I played the absolute most in Halo 4, okay? It was a playlist for like 2.5 months, and I loved it. And it was so easy, in a sense, to control space if you are patient with your grenades and waited for people to get in and around the hill so that you knew your grenade was going to at least do some splash damage. Doesn't have to kill, but a lot of times you're throwing nades to sort of discover where opponents are, kind of like a concussive grenade in Call of Duty. Don't use your nades for that, especially in Throwdown without radar. Nades can be unbelievably useful, and a lot of times I want to watch some pros stream. They are grenade masters. They will hold on to those things until the perfect moment, and very rarely will they waste them. In fact, they use grenades like a power weapon. And finally, this one's mainly for like everybody watching, but prioritize your mechanics over individual gunfights. If you've got strong positioning and you have strong map control, which they are two different things, and I can explain that sometime down the road if you want, you're going to always set yourself up in more positions of advantages for gunfights. You cannot tell yourself accurately, I'm never going to miss a shot, and I'm always going to hit that 4th BR blast. That's not replicatable. But what is I'm not going to miss this power weapon drop. I'm not going to be on this part of the map when they're on that part of the map because I'm going to be at a disadvantage. So, thanks for the replay. Hope you guys have a really good day. My name is BBK Dragoot, and I will see you down the road of the internet and stuff. Later.